5 years ago, Nintendo celebrated Mario's 35th anniversary, releasing new titles, hardware, and finally remastering one of Mario's best adventures in Super Mario Galaxy. So when it came time to celebrate 5 years later, Nintendo made sure to do the exact same thing again. So Mario's 40th anniversary just happened, and to celebrate, Nintendo hosted a Nintendo Direct, with the first portion of the presentation being centered all around the mustache. And overall, it was a nice gesture. We got the announcement of a new Mario Tennis game, the Switch 2 edition of Mario Bros. Wonder, a Mario Galaxy movie, oh my! Yes, the long-awaited Mario Bros. Movie sequel turned out to be a Mario Galaxy movie. And to keep the excitement rolling, Nintendo paired that reveal with the announcement of... Holy shit! We weren't just getting a Mario Galaxy remaster, but also a way to finally play Mario Galaxy 2 on a modern Nintendo console. And in a Nintendo Direct full of other big announcements, a new Yoshi game, a new Fire Emblem game, a release date for Metroid Prime 4, it was the re-release of 2 Wii games that had everyone the most excited, and that was really cool. For about 10 minutes. So let's talk about the price. $70 for this game. That's pretty bad. This game is being marketed as a standard Nintendo Switch game, which means everything from the original Switch, Switch Lite, Switch OLED, they can all run this game. So essentially they're releasing a compilation featuring 2 decade-old games on the last generation console for the current generation pricing. I don't like that. Nintendo did come out and say that there will be a free update for people who get it on the Switch 2, upgrading the game from 1080p to 4K. But that doesn't change the fact that users still using an original Switch have to pay the same price for an objectively lesser experience. The only other time Nintendo's priced the Switch game at $70 was with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That was a follow-up to the 2017 Game of the Year. It was Nintendo's most anticipated sequel in a long time. But this is a remaster of 2 15-year-old Wii games. Now, you don't have to pay $70 for the collection. Nintendo's also offering these games separately on the eShop for $40 each. Let's go back to 2011. Nintendo released Mario Galaxy and their Nintendo Selects line of products for a whopping $20. Then let's jump to 2015. Nintendo is releasing Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 on the Wii U eShop for $20 each. Now let's go back to 2020. Super Mario 3D All-Stars just released. This game retails for $60. It comes with 3 games. Do the quick math, it's $20 per game. So through the majority of its life, Galaxy and Galaxy 2 have been $20. So why is it doubled now? And let's be real, nothing that Nintendo is adding to this game is gonna be worth the jump in price. For $70, they're adding new storybook chapters. To what? The Bible? Improved UI, button and stick controls? This was all here in 3D All-Stars. Nothing that Nintendo's doing here is new, and this game is a remaster. That wouldn't necessarily be a problem if it wasn't doubling in price. And don't get me wrong, improving the visuals to some of the Wii's best looking games goes a long way. Seeing the game upgraded to the best quality it's ever been in is exciting. I mean, just look at the jump in quality. The improved visuals here are questionable. Like, everything is smoother, sure, but look at these textures. It's obvious Nintendo just went back and gutted a lot of these things to avoid fixing the old assets. And after looking at these poor attempts to call this game an upgrade, it's hard to call Nintendo anything but lazy. This was for Mario's 40th anniversary, the golden child of Nintendo. If the franchise is getting this kind of treatment for such a big milestone, I am sorry for what they're about to do to you, Donkey Kong. $70 is a lot to ask for a game like this. I mean, just consider what else you can get for $70. You can probably find a copy of Galaxy, Galaxy 2, and an entire Wii, all for under $70. While these games are only being released to tie in with the movie, and Nintendo wasn't required to make any big changes, I think the fact that they didn't says a lot. But let me know what you guys think. Nintendo has a pretty good lineup of games releasing before the end of the year, so if you want to see me cover any of those, let me know.
Bye-bye!